Hey, Virgo, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your December 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Virgo, you have breakthrough and conflict that came out together. Now, this is really wonderful because it looks like there has been a little bit of a tug of war. There's been a struggle or a challenge, something that has left you feeling dissatisfied or restless. But with the breakthrough card, I definitely feel like there's a solution. Now, the conflict actually is all about overcoming obstacles. It's about finding solutions. So there is a breakthrough this month, and I'm getting 3 months. So perhaps this is something that's been ongoing for the last 3 months. Perhaps this has to do with 3 people or 3 circumstances. Yeah, a choice is going to be made, and I feel like that choice, and there's the 3 of Pentacles. So the choice has to do with hanging on to this or letting it go. Your key theme for the month of December, one of them is letting go. And a lot of signs have been getting this, including the Death card. And that doesn't surprise me. It's the last month of 2024. A lot of you are ready to say goodbye and ready to move into 2025 because it's been a roller coaster of a year for many. And you're liberating yourself. Some of you could be leaving behind a job, a relationship, health issues, conflict between you and family members, whatever this may be for you. You're in for a treat, actually. Look at that, 10 of Pentacles in the upright. That is the card of privilege. That is the card of legacy, marriage, long-term growth, retirement, and stability. So when it comes to any of those areas, I feel like you are making great progress. Bottom of the deck, you have the Star. The Star is represented by Glinda, the Good Witch here. And the Star shows up when you need her the most, right? She shows up just like in the Wizard of Oz, the big pink bubble. In the times of challenge, the times of stress is when she shows up. And I feel like you are healing, right? You're healing from maybe a tower that you've gone through because the Star comes after the tower. There is a sense of renewed hope here for you, Virgo. There is a sense of the light at the end of the tunnel, basically, is what I'm getting here. Light at the end of the tunnel. And I feel like the worst is over if you've dealt with the worst, whatever that may have been for you. I also see a lot of you really working on your self-development, your financial future, focusing on healthy relationships and your overall health and well-being. So a lot of you are really looking at your energy and saying, what is best for me versus what have I gone through that I've learned the lesson? I don't need to stay in that repetitive, hamster wheel. So kudos to you for putting in the work, Virgo. We're just getting all your messages out here before we move on. Now, bottom of the deck, for your key themes, you have authenticity showing up. So this is about your unique vision. There is something within you that you're finally comfortable with, something that you were very uncomfortable with at one point or another, but now you are owning it, is what I'm getting. Now you're owning this part of you, or you are taking responsibility for something. You're the real deal, and people see that within you. You are ethical, you are honest, you are genuine, and I feel like you're comfortable being you. And maybe it's taken you a long time, Virgo, to get to this point, but I see you've raised your vibrations. Right behind it, you have the law of attraction. So this is about a positive mindset. It's about magnetic energy and creating more abundance in your life because you know what it's like to go without. I see that here because you have the Five of Pentacles. You know what it's like to go without, to be abandoned, to be left in the cold, to maybe not have what you need to support you, or to have lost it all. And I feel like you've been gracefully humbled. Okay, some of you are now aware, and if something fresh comes in and it has red flags from the get-go, I feel like you are hyper aware or hyper focused in some sense of letting it go before you get in too deep, where it's going to cause a lot of complications and a lot of conflict later. So maybe that is part of the breakthrough here, where this could be a relationship. It could be certain foods. It's like you're paying attention and you're saying, wait a second, that food that I just ate, it's not agreeing with me. And therefore, instead of continuing to eat that food, you're listening to your body and you're making healthier choices. Same goes for any and all areas of your life. So the fact that you have breakthrough showing up right away is all about realizations. It's about moments of truth here for you. And again, I feel with the authenticity, it's like the truth is showing up sooner rather than later these days for you. And it's taking less time to manifest what it is that you want. And some of you are like, Mel, I've been trying to manifest something into my life for quite some time. But the truth is that you're not sitting in, that Five of Pentacles anymore. I feel like you're sitting with the self-reflection at times, but because you have the Ten of Pentacles, I feel like you are entering into one of the most favorable phases of your life. This is really quite beautiful, but it's through some sort of intensity you've had to go through to get there. And that this is the light at the end of the tunnel. This is victory. It's epiphany. It is advancement, because this tug of war that you were feeling with someone wasn't very fun, okay? Or tug of war that you were feeling within your mind. This could have been a decision. Now, this is also about doubt. This can be about stagnancy or complacency, but I feel like you're stepping outside of your comfort zone. It's like you have a new default that you're falling back on. And maybe the old default told you you had to stay in some sort of conflict. The old default may have said you had to react or respond in the same old ways that you have in the past, right? That old default could have told you that you are going to be abandoned, you're going to be rejected, you're going to be denied. And I feel like there's this new you that's bubbling up, right? There's something within you that is saying, wait a second, I am saying goodbye to that old story. I'm saying goodbye to those old lies, because they don't belong where I'm going. They don't belong going into 2025 with me, because I'm leaving it all behind. And that's why letting go is your next key theme showing up, because you are saying goodbye to something. You've grown. You've outgrown a situation, and you've outgrown a part of yourself because you've learned. And there's emotional intelligence. I see that here. There is excitement. There is maturity. And I also feel like you're washing your hands from something, right? It almost feels like you could have been the middleman of a situation. You may have been like the monkey in the middle, or you may have been caught in something that it feels like it wasn't even your mess per se, but it feels like you're able to wash your hands of it, but you did learn a valuable lesson. This is the card of closure. It is the card of growth and life lessons. So because you're willing to tell yourself a new story, it's allowing you to flow more instead of resist the changes that are coming in. Now, again, bottom of the deck, you have authenticity and law of attraction, because now you're in a space where you are unencumbered by a lot of the old masks, the old conditioning, the old default mode. I feel like you're raising your vibration here, Virgo, and you're manifesting more quickly. And even if you can't see that quite yet, you will sooner rather than later with that Ten of Pentacles here. Your energy is highly magnetic. You're staying positive. You are staying in that abundant mindset. And the way that you're viewing the world feels like there's a truth. There's a truth coming out, and I feel like you may have had to go through a bit of a hibernation period, or you may have had to go through some deep reflection. I don't see it out on the board here. Oh, well, there it is. I was going to say the Hermit, but the Hierophant also is about our belief system. It's about our higher power. So yeah, you've gone through a period of really gaining necessary wisdom and taking a look at beliefs that you had and shedding them. Some of you may have even worked with a mentor, a healer, a guru, a coach, a psychic, or just someone who has inspired you to think differently. You may have even received that from someone you were in conflict with. Okay, perhaps this is a family member or a friend or a lover or even a child. You may have had some sort of conflict with them, but that conflict may have in fact been the catalyst to switching up some of that default thinking. And this is really a beautiful time to shine your light, authenticity. And what I mean by that, it doesn't mean putting yourself out there in big, bold ways, unless you want to, you have that ability. But I feel like this is you being honest. This is you being real and saying, this is me, this is who I am, and I'm going to attract towards me that which I shine, that which I am. And I feel like that's what this is about here. So diving into the tarot, your first card out is the Two of Wands. Now, the Two of Wands is a decision point. So Virgo, you've been asking the universe, you've been praying to move forward, to make progress. I feel like this is also about direction and asking the universe, all right, what do I do in this situation? What is my inner compass guiding me to focus on at this time? Your inner compass is focusing on stepping outside of a comfort zone and not doubting or staying in that energy of indecision, okay? Because something has become stagnant. That's why you're at this crossroads point. You have the ability to do something differently this time around. Perhaps this has to do with someone that you have argued with prior. Maybe at the holidays, there is that certain family member that just triggers you. And I feel like you have a choice to not fall back into that old default Virgo and respond in the same ways and have the same thing happen like it does every holiday season. I feel like there's something different coming in. Now, this may have to do with any area of your life, but I'm just giving you an example that you are going to have a choice to make. You're going to be at a cross point here. But the good news is when you do something different, the opposing energy, the opposing person or the situation itself responds differently as well because frequencies are changing. So if you respond or react differently, this energy may also, is what I'm picking up on. Now, you may have some support coming in. You have the Three of Pentacles showing up. This is teamwork making the dream work. This is Dorothy's rescue. When Dorothy gets captured by the flying monkeys, it is up to the Tin Man and the lion and the scarecrow to plan her escape, right? And I feel like you have helpful people that are trying to guide you out of something, again, that has been challenging or dissatisfying or you felt restless on. You have help here is what I'm seeing. And you're going to see evidence of that. You're going to see proof of that. This could be family. This could be a spouse. This could be your children. It could be a best friend, a therapist, a financial advisor, whoever this may be in your life. It could be more than one with the Three of Pentacles. But that's why you have the breakthrough coming in, because you're remembering that you're not alone. And that's a huge thing, because so often we feel like we have to do things by ourselves. We feel like we're the only ones. But when we get out of our own way, right, when we step outside the ego, that's where the magic happens. And that's when you really realize that your biggest co-creating partner is spirit, is the universe. And there is some sort of help coming in for you. Because we have the Hierophant here, some of you are breaking out of a commitment. Okay, you're breaking free from a commitment that you may have been obligated towards in the past. Maybe this is a job. This could be a relationship, or perhaps you've been the one to host a family gathering every year, right? Whatever the commitment is for you, this is showing up in reverse. So again, I feel like you're doing something in a new way, or this is non-tradition. You're saying, wait a second. Even though some traditions can be wonderful, they can be honored and they can be passed down, because I see the 10 of Pentacles here, it almost feels like you're honoring your own unique tradition and you're leaving a legacy behind and you're putting a little spin on it. Okay, so maybe something that has always been done, but is being done in your way. And I feel like that's important because that puts your unique individual touch towards it. And if this is your career, even though there may be a million people doing the same thing, I feel like it's unique because you add your splash of Virgo energy to it, right? You're adding your own touch. And I feel like you're not doubting yourself or doubting your path any longer. That's what you could be leaving behind as you step into the new year. If this is a relationship, some of you are exiting out of a contract. Okay, it could be any type of relationship in your life. You're exiting out of it because you're no longer willing to walk on eggshells. You're no longer willing to be in that tug of war battle. You're saying, I'm not being true to myself. In fact, I was in denial. In fact, I was not honoring my truth. And I feel like this is you saying, I'm going to go in a direction that does honor my path. Now, next up here, Virgo, we have the King of Wands. Beautiful energy here. Now, the King of Wands, he is an influencer. He is someone who marches to the beat of his own drum. He's very active. He's very passionate, goal-oriented, driven. He's the entrepreneur of the deck as well. So some of you could be business owners. You could be meeting a business owner. You could have your own ideas, and this is a time that you're wanting to maybe express yourself. Express yourself to your family or share up or offer up your ideas, because people may even come to you. Some of you could be a big influencer where people are coming to you for advice. This could be part of your characteristic here or someone in your life or entering into your world. I also see this being a very resourceful, helpful energy. So again, if this is not you, it's part of the 3 of Pentacles. It's part of your soul tribe. So this is assertion, someone being assertive and saying, we can do this. We have what this takes. No matter what, we're not going to let that ship go down. And he is able to navigate that sailboat. And I feel like you are able to navigate through some choppy waters. But in fact, you're getting here to a place of more calm, because this is the Emerald City. The 10 of Pentacles is most people's dream, right? Financial security, abundance, wealth, legacy, building a solid portfolio in your life where you don't have to constantly be in that state of struggle or dissatisfaction, but also knowing that you have plenty of people, in the Emerald City that can help you out when you need it. And you have plenty of people, even if this is a few, 3, right? That's plenty for you, where you can rely on them. You can trust them to help you out. And that no matter what, whenever you feel lost, you can tap your slippers 3 times and you're going to come back home to your own authenticity, right? No place like home, Virgo. And I feel like you are a legacy here. You are creating material wealth. And I feel like you're choosing to balance out emotional well-being and material wealth instead of it just being one or the other. There's something here about not having to be in a tug of war with your emotional well-being and again, your material wealth, because the tug of war tells me that there's been some struggle trying to balance out the two. The 10 of Pentacles can even be possessions and status blocking genuine connection. And I feel like that could be what you're letting go of. Now, final messages here, and we talked about this already. 5 of Pentacles is showing up in reverse, which is good because this is about humbled energy. after a time of feeling abandoned or left out, or a poverty conscious mindset here of I'm broken, I'm always going to be broken, right? Humpty Dumpty showing up here. But look at, he's put himself back together. And even though he's still mending, even though he's still healing, he has golden opportunities with the golden eggs there. And I feel like you have the opportunity to go all the way. That's why you have the 10 of Pentacles. But it requires you to let go of this mindset or let go of this old story in order for you to reach that 10 if you haven't already. Now, Page of Pentacles. I feel like there's a fire being lit behind your you know what. There's some sort of movement here after stagnancy. There's finally a breakthrough when it comes to delays in communication or delays in your investments. You're learning a new skill here. I feel like there is a new skill coming in. You've done the reflection. I've said that in the beginning. There's a reflection on commitments with the Hierophant. And when this page shows up, you're considering additional education or a new path, or this is you staying loyal to what you love. And that's what I see you doing and sticking to at the bottom of the deck. Because when you are real, when you are being ethical and honest and genuine, you're truly going to stay real and honest to your path. And that's what your outcome is all about with this Page of Pentacles. You see that Toto is represented here, and Toto is Dorothy's trusty companion. So I feel like you are being guided, you are being led, but there is some sort of reflection towards commitments that has taken place or needs to take place here with the Hierophant. And I feel like there's a new path to get to your Emerald City. And it may look a little bit different. I'm not going to sugarcoat. It may look a little different than what you had thought previously, but I feel like you're getting there nonetheless. But it does require a mental perspective change and spiritual trust. Those are the big keys. Now let's take a look at career, wealth, money, finances. Well, you have the Aquarian energy here. This Wings card is my Aquarius. So this is the age of Aquarius, really rising above money issues. This could be a business of yours taking off. This could be profit. Some of you Virgos are really on this spiritual journey. I mean, we all are, but you may really be tapped in, and you know that this is your life purpose, that this is spiritual work to you. It's more than just a job. It's more than just a paycheck. You're doing this because this is part of your soul's growth, part of your mission. And I feel Aquarian season could be big for you. Some of you could work in technology. You could work with AI. You could work, online, influencing the masses. I feel like you're spreading your wings here in a very profound way, and you could be helping out many. So if you've had some struggles when it comes to your career, your business, your finances, I feel Aquarian season, which is right around the corner, the end of January through the end of February, is going to really take off for you. Okay. Now you have perfectionism here. You could be nipping this in the bud because perfectionism is crossed off. And this is something that at times I still struggle with myself, Virgo, because this is a big one, right? And you've gained wisdom. I feel like you've gone through a lot of experiences here where you have gained the wisdom. And that's what that Hierophant is all about. It says, give up your perfectionisms. It's causing delays in your finances. You'll never get ahead if you don't overcome your fear of failure. So often we don't take that leap, right? We don't take that new beginning or that new path. We sit and waver in the Two of Wands. We want to move forward, but we're too nervous. We don't know which direction is going to be in our highest good, which one is going to be great, beneficial, and painless, right? We want it all. But sometimes that's not feasible. I feel like you have to go through some ups and some downs, right? You have to go through some of the struggle, and you have, but now you've learned a very valuable lesson where you can take that growth with you, but you don't have to take the limitations with you. It says you are enough. You have what it takes to improve your finances. You absolutely do, because the conditions are perfect for it, is what I'm getting, right? Now is the better time, or the best time of any, to change your financial status, or to change your views on money, or to go from that 5 of Pentacles really towards taking some action to get back into that 10 of Pentacles space. If maybe you were there, but you lost it all, or for others of you, if you haven't ever been in that 10 of Pentacles yet, you are well on your way. Now we have health showing up here, and we'll talk about health here as well. Now, some of you could be in the medical field, massage therapy, or any healing work or healing modality. For others of you, health could have been an issue at your workplace. Okay, perhaps you had to take some time off to work on your own health and healing, maybe to take care of someone else, maybe to come to someone else's rescue. Virgo, it's time to replenish your energy and fully energize to prepare for what's next. Yes. Now, let me look at health here. For some of you, you may have had some sort of surgery. Okay, this can also be psychic surgery. You may have gone through some sleep, like sleep apnea, sleep paralysis. I'm getting with the Humpty Dumpty card on the 5 of Pentacles. This definitely is some sort of illness. It can be stress. It can be, lower back issues. It can be hip region. Some of you getting headaches because the head is wrapped. And I'm also getting circulation. It feels like his clothes are a little tight here. So perhaps there's something with circulation, or maybe some of you wear compression hose. Okay, take it as it resonates. Now, I feel like you're switching out of a diet, or switching out of something that may have contributed to some ill health, and you're letting go of that moving into the new year. What else do we have for health, Spirit? Okay, we do have here, basically the biggest thing that jumps out is the 5 of Pentacles, but because we have the conflict, I'm seeing a lot of wrists, I'm seeing a lot of hands, so maybe someone had carpal tunnel, or I'm even getting like MS, or just something with the blood flow to the tips of the fingers. Maybe some of you, there was a joint pain or wrist pain. Again, I see the letting go card, so we're letting some of these issues go, but it's through helpful people. It's through your team, your nutritional team, your therapist, your, medical team, whomever this may be for you. I feel like you're doing the work, you're self-investing, and you are healing because of it. So final card when it comes to career, we have the award. Virgo, this is beautiful because you are winning something here. You could be winning money. Okay, there could be a payoff, a payout. Some of you, it could be an inheritance or an investment. I'm also getting crypto, okay? And I think crypto just hit an all-time high, or it's about to, with Bitcoin. Now, of course, I'm not a financial advisor. Please seek one if need be. But I do see here with the 10 of Pentacles, that can be stock exchange, right? That can be Wall Street. And for some of you, I do feel like there's a payout or something is climbing for you. This is also about advancements, professional work, and fame. And because I see the King of Wands here, Virgo, you could very much be in the spotlight. You could very much be getting a reward, or getting a payout or acknowledgement for something that you have achieved or accomplished. And I'm seeing the numbers. Again, they're showing me like the numbers, and they're going really fast. So I feel like numbers are changing here for you, whatever that may mean. Numbers are changing. But you're going to be holding up this award, and I feel sooner rather than later with that 10 of Pentacles. Because whatever this is for you, it could be accolades, it could be money, it could be acknowledgement, it could be numbers. This is going to be different for each and every one of you, but there is a sense of advancement. So beautiful. All right, let's look at love. Oh, first off, before we jump into love, you may have hit a little bit of a rock bottom when it came to money. It feels like someone or a situation kind of left you a little bit high and dry. Maybe some of you, this had to do with like paying for paying for children or paying for a college fund, or it was a beginning that didn't turn out to be a happily ever after, but I feel like you're making a comeback. Okay, you're making a comeback here from a situation that may have bankrupted you, or it may have left you feeling depleted or defeated even. Medical bills, something of that nature. I'm getting VA here as well, but I feel like there is a complete shift. There's a new path that you are embarking upon. And even if you're at the beginning of this path, you're rising up to the 10 of Pentacles. So even though this is something that may not show up right here, right now, the path is. The path is being shown to you. And that path is going to get you to that 10 of Pentacles. All right, let's look at love. Oof. Okay, well, no wonder we have a letting go and a breakthrough with conflict, because someone you are dealing with, they stabbed you in the back. All right, Virgo, they broke your heart. They may have separated from you. You may have separated from them. There may have been deception, lies, shocking attacks even. Oof. Yeah, someone was wearing a mask. Someone may have been gaslighting you or causing you to feel like you were going crazy, you were delusional, but I feel like it was them not being honest. And that's why your spidey senses are now enhanced, because you're never, ever, ever going to be put in this position again. That's why you have authenticity showing up at the bottom of the deck. There's something here about the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God. And I feel like you were masking some feelings or hiding feelings about what you really needed to do, or maybe it was this person. And I feel like there has been a lot of separated energies here. It feels like someone needed to separate energies in order to heal, because someone was really feeling cutting down a notch. But it's time to stop the pattern. And that's a big theme in your reading today, is changing up the default. Right? You know that everything falls on a default based on what we've gone through, based on the conditioning, based on our experiences, based on our knowledge and our wisdom. But there's something that defaulted that disagreed with you, right? It was dissatisfying. And I feel like you've reflected on it, or you are currently reflecting on it, and you're saying, wait a second, it's time to stop this pattern. So you may have even given someone the silent treatment, or perhaps through someone else's actions, like I said earlier, that has been the catalyst to you stopping a pattern and being able to finally get out of that 5 of Pentacles, abandonment, rejection, ill health, financial struggles, all of it. I feel like even though we're talking about love, I feel like this has impacted those areas of your life. And here we have time. So for those of you that are in a relationship and things are going fine between you and your spouse, or you and your significant other, this could be a third party energy. This could be someone in the family, or a friend, or a boss, someone who's done something shallow to either you or a spouse, and it has caused tension. It's caused stress. And I feel like the two of you are going to stand strong together, right? You're going to stand strong together, and you may cut out whatever that energy was that left you feeling defeated or cut down or less than. For those of you that dealt with someone in your life who it was constant battle, constantly going to war, 5 of Swords energy, back and forth, backstabbing, lying, cheating, trying to get away with things, cutting you down. If this has been a pattern of yours, I feel like you're going to make a decision to let go. You're going to make a decision to do what is best for you. Stand in your truth and not be in denial any longer. And for those of you that are single, okay, you've been on the clock. Okay, you've been doing the time is what I'm getting here. You've needed time to heal. You've needed time to embark upon a new journey. And through this, it's taken time, and it's taken this cycle, right? You had to go through a cycle of being single, or being on your own, or breaking through codependence, whatever it may have been, to really heal parts of yourself. And you've progressed. I feel like you've come a long way. But you see on this hourglass, Virgo, it's tips in the upside down position. So it's ready to have a fresh start. What does this fresh start look like? Passion. passion, chemistry, sparks, equal interest, and desire. I'm getting strong Sagittarian vibes here, or strong fire. So some of you, Sag, Leo, Aries, this could be someone that you are connecting with, that you feel a lot of fiery passion towards, but it goes beyond just the sexual, right? This is spiritual, because the wands element is spirit. It is intuitive, and it's all about inspiration. So I feel like you could be meeting someone that you end up marrying, that you end up living with, or it's long term. And this, excuse me, this person does, yeah, fire can burn at times, but I feel like this could be a slow burn, that if you continue putting the energy towards and the effort towards, because this person is very determined. They want the same things that you want. And I feel like if the both of you come together in union with this authenticity energy, this is a match that can withstand the test of time. This is a slow burn that you will have for the rest of your life, is what I'm picking up on. And for those of you that are currently in a marriage as well, and things are going good between the both of you, however, maybe external circumstances has pushed up against your relationship, I feel like you have what it takes to work together. All right, let's get a message from your soul's truth. Virgo, what are you looking for outside yourself that is already within you? Are you looking for more guidance, confidence, peace, wisdom, love, or something else? When we search outside ourselves, we can become overwhelmed, frustrated, and never feel quite good enough. It's time to go inward, to find everything you seek. All the answers that you need lie within you. So that's that 5 of Pentacles, because the Pentacle realm can be material, can be external. Excuse me. And that's why we have the Hierophant really going inward, because like it says, everything that you need is already within you. Today's soul action: breathe in your favorite essential oil. Okay. And I'm getting blue lotus. Okay, that's an oil? Yeah, blue lotus oil could be significant. And I think that's a very spiritual oil. Wasn't that in the Bible? I'm not sure. But I feel like there's something about blue lotus that is very, very enlightening, or prophetic, or again, spiritual. So you may want to look into that. Breathe in your favorite essential oil. Inhale deeply into your belly. Drop your shoulders and spend some time hanging out with your soul today. Ask for what you need and be ready for the answers. Yeah, be ready, because you are intuitive, even though at times it does require you to set aside the logical, mental part of yourself, right? Set it aside so you can have that breakthrough spiritually. What are you afraid of losing? As we grow, change, and transform our lives, it requires us to let go of something that was, to make room for what will be. If you were to take the big leap today, would you feel scared of losing love, safety, or belonging? What if it was a big fat lie? What if it was impossible to lose any of those things, because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself? There's a common theme going on here. There's something about, remember what we said in the middle of your reading about the 10 of Pentacles, balancing up the physicalities of life, the material wealth over emotional well-being. That is what needs to be looked at in balance at this time. It says, what if it was impossible to lose any of those things, right? This is your soul action. Name that fear and look at the worst case scenario. Find a solution. Take your power back by being certain of who you are and where you are going. Yeah. 2 of Wands is saying, wait a second, there's a new path here. This is it. Where you're going is that 10 of Pentacles. We don't have to keep going back into that 5 of Pentacles, because that 5 of Pentacles is the past, right? It's that lie. It is impossible to lose, right? Lose any of those things, because you have the power to give everything you need to yourself. And some of you are saying, well, Mel, it's easier said than done, of course. And it's hard at times to come back from that 5 of Pentacles. But because you have a new path being offered here, you have guidance and assistance with that Hierophant. There's nothing that you cannot do to get to this 10 of Pentacles. You're going to get there, but in which you get there is going to be up to you. Do you want to delay, right? Do you want to delay, or do you want to move forward and feel more abundant and feel more flow instead of resistance? Because that's part of our free will. Today's mantra: I move forward knowing I am powerful beyond measure. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. I want you to write that mantra down if you can, because that's going to help you out. Say it below. Drop it in the comment section. For those of you that want to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, all you need to do is say that in the comment section below. I am loved, I am safe, and I belong. Okay? Drop that below. I'll enter you into the giveaway where I draw one winner around the 1st of the month and post right back here on the channel, because those things are your truth. That is your truth. All right, last but not least here, we have the gem showing up from the Wild Unknown archetype, one of my personal favorite decks here. Now, the gem is about the diamond. It's all about the gold, the inner treasure. I mean, some of you could have Gemini placements in your chart, or maybe you're dealing with a Gemini. It says there are infinite names for the gem. It is also known as the jewel, the star, and we have the star, remember, at the bottom of the deck. The star, the talent, the gifted, the gold. One thing for certain is that it is found deep within a substance that is very much unlike it. For example, a diamond in the rough. The gem always stands in contrast to its surroundings. You can't find it when you are among comforts and pleasantries. Precious stones develop slowly deep in the earth and amid pressure and darkness. Discovering the gem requires a descent beneath the surface where there is no definite map. Yet the longing to touch the true gem within us is so strong that we cannot help but seek out its radiance. Your gem, like your destiny, is unlike any other in the entire world. Keep digging. Yes, that's that authenticity energy here for you as well. Now, when the gem is showing up as the light version, and this is where you are coming out of, we said the light at the end of the tunnel, right? The tunnel is the digging. And I feel like you're so close to that breakthrough. That's what's showing up here. And the light aspect is unique. It's shining. It's generative. It's irreplaceable. The shadow, possibly where you've come out of, is envy, greed, and grasping. The moments of your life that glimmer are clues to where the gem resides. Don't covet the sparkling diamond of another. The gem is like a fingerprint, never to be repeated again. Find yours. In mythology, the diamond is often linked to the daemon or inner light that leads us towards our true self, our purpose, our destiny. And again, that is a repetitive pattern that I'm seeing throughout your energy here of authenticity. There is something very unique, right? Very much like your gem. And I feel like the 10 of Pentacles is you polishing it off. The 10 of Pentacles is the gem. It's emerald, right? It's Emerald City, and emerald is a gem. So what a beautiful synchronicity here, Virgo. If you want to go deeper in this energy, check out Legend of the Crystal Skulls or Leonard Cohen's Diamonds in the Mind. I'm not sure if those are poems or if they are books. Check them out if this is resonating with you. But I definitely feel like you're digging and you're getting to that diamond. But like it says, a diamond in the rough, you had to go through some challenges. And we mentioned that in the beginning of your reading as well. You've gone through some challenges, but you're getting to that emerald. You're getting to that gem. And I feel like it is transformational, and it is joyful, and you're going to cry tears of joy is what I'm getting here. But you are letting go of the old. You're letting go of, the artifice. You're letting go of the masks. And you're You're making room. You're letting go of something that was to make room for what will be. That is what I have for you, Virgo. If you enjoyed the reading, please hit the thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that bell. And don't forget to comment your new affirmation in the comment box below. Lots of love, Virgo.